factor, go factor, factor. Go factor, go factor, factor.
Okay, the first exponent rule we're going to talk about is the product rule. And all you do is with that is add the exponents. So you get 3 to the 8. The second exponent rule is the quotient rule. And all you do is subtract the exponents. So 6 minus 3 equals 3. And you get y to the third. Third exponent rule is 0 power. And all you do is make the entire thing a 1. Again, here's another example. When it's 0 to the 0 power, you make it 1. Okay, the last one is power of a quotient rule. And all you do is apply the exponent to the top and the bottom. And that's your answer. Bye.
Menu check. Miss McCool, bring it back.
X to the third power and then to the fifth. And then all you do here is just multiply the exponents together, so it would be x to the 15. Another exponent rule is the negative power. Yeah. The problem I have is 2a to the negative third and b to the fourth. So what you would do here is, since this is a negative 3, you would have to make sure that it goes to the bottom, so it changes to a positive 3. And then it would just be 2b to the fourth over the a over 3. Okay, so another exponent rule is power of a product rule. And the example is x to the fourth, y to the second, z to the 10th. And then it's all of it is to the fourth. And what you would do here is just distribute the 4 to all the other exponents that are in the parentheses. So it would be x to the 16th, y to the 8th, and z to the 40th. Okay, the last exponent rule is multi-rule exponents. And this is the problem. And like we said before, since when a variable or a number is to the power of 0, the whole thing equals 1. So this z equals 1. And then all you would do with these two equations would foil them. So it would be 21x to the negative 8th, because you would add these, y to the 4th, and z to the 7th. And again, since this is a negative 8, the x over negative 8 should go to the bottom to make it a positive 8. And then the rest goes on top, so it would be 21, y to the 4th, and z to the 7th.
So today we'll be simplifying square roots. And so the first thing you want to do in these problems is write down the powers. So obviously 1, 2 times 2, 4, you did 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 21, and 144. So, with this one, I know it won't be 1 and 4, but I do know that 9 goes into 18. So, we'll do the root of 9, and I know that 9 times 2 will get me 18, so. But this one simplifies, so this, the square root will be like deleted, and it'll just be like a regular 3 root 2. So that one's done. And then for our next one, I'm gonna go and use this 2 and see what goes into 20. So I know that 1 can, but like I can't simplify anything. I know that 4 can, and I know that 9 can't, so I'm gonna go with 4. So square root of 4 square root of 5 gives me 20. This variable is gonna stay inside the house, and this is gonna simplify to 2, and we're gonna get 2 root 5p. For the third one, same thing. We're gonna go ahead and look at our chart of like square roots. Since this is 175, I know that it's automatically gonna be 25. So, and I know that 25 times 7 will get me 175. This variable is squared, so there's only going to be a variable on the outside of the equation, or on the outside of the like answer, and there's not going to be a variable on the inside. So 5x root 7. So the next thing we're going to be doing is simplifying cube roots, which is a bit similar. We're going to end up doing like a cube root chart over here, but of course instead of square root it's cube root. So. So because cube roots go higher, like they go into higher numbers quicker, I went to 6. But so we're gonna look at this problem, and since there's no variables, we don't need to worry about which one is going inside, which one's going outside. So I know that 64 times 3 is gonna get me 192. So I'm gonna do and I know only one of these is going to simplify, so that's going to be the 64. And I'm going to end up with 4 cube root 3. So that one's fairly simple, and this one's going to be fairly simple too, because I know that 28 goes into 24, so I'll do cube root 8, cube root 3, and I know that this is going to reduce to 2. So it's going to be 2 cube root 3. And then this next one, we do have variables, or a variable that happens to be raised to the 6th power. So 162, you gotta look and see which one goes into that. It'll be 27 times 6, that'll get you 162. So 6, 162. And to get the variable thing, like, or to get which one will be in which, if it will divide 6 divided by 3, and if it's an even number, if there's no remainder, it goes on the outside, and if there is a remainder, the whole part of it goes on the outside and the like remainder goes on the inside. But there is no remainder, so it'll be 27 is 3 on the outside. B, and then 6 divided by 3 is 2, so 3b squared, cube root 6, and that's it. Yeah.
I'm going to be doing multiplying and dividing radical expressions. So the rule for that is the square root of a times the square root of b equals the square root of a times b. And if it was cubed, then you would just put a cube root right here. So first we're going to start with multiplication. So for multiplying, you add the exponents. So the problem is the square root of 27 times a times b cubed times the square root of 5a to the 4th power b. And what we would do is break it up into 3 parts. So first we'll do the square root of 135, and you get that by multiplying 27 and 5. So we're going to simplify it, and it'll be the square root of 9 times 15, because those two numbers, when multiplied, give you 135, and you want to find a number that can be squared, or you can get like the square root of. And then that will simplify even further to 3 root 15. And now moving on to the a's. Be square root a to the 5th equals a squared root a, and then the b's. So b to the 4th equals b squared. So for these two exponents, all you do is add or for these two variables, all you do is add the exponents, so that's how you get that. And then for simplifying them, you ask yourself how many times does 2 go into 5, and then it goes in 2 times, and you have 1 left over, and then 2 goes evenly into 4, so. The final answer is 3 a squared b squared square root 15a. So for the rule for division, it's the square root of a divided by the square root of b equals square root of a divided by b. And the same thing if it was cubed, then you would just put cube right there. Okay, so for division, you subtract the exponents. So the problem is square root of 54x cubed y divided by square root of 2x y squared. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing as multiplication and break it up into 3 parts. Okay, so you do 54 divided by 2, and then you simplify that, and it's square root of 9 times 3. Like the same thing, you ask yourself what two numbers multiply give you 27, and then one of them has to be squared evenly. Okay. And then that simplifies even further to 3 square root 3. Okay, now moving on to the x's. X squared. And then 2 goes into 2 once, so it's just x. And then square root of y, 2 doesn't go in at all, so it'll just stay the same. And then you put it all together, and then it's 3x, 3y.
Multiply it up. Come on.
Are we not cutting? No. Okay. What's the next one?
You're so precious when you smile.
we going?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Oops. Okay, end it. Okay. That's it.
Got it.
Can you pause it?
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely not 1 and it's not 8, so I'll go with 24.
Okay, so hi. Ready? Okay. Division. Why are you laughing? That's 27.
You're so precious when you smile.